Solid. Solid is one of the fundamental states of matter. In solid, molecules are packed together and it keeps the shape. Solids are all around us. Examples of a solid are chair, ice, and mountain. Semiconductors. What is a semiconductor? A semiconductor has properties in between an insulator and conductor. Insulators do not conduct electricity and consist of nonmetals. One of the most effective electrical insulators is rubber. Conductors conduct electricity and consist of metals. An example of a conductor is gold. Semiconductors conduct small amount of electricity and consist of metalloids. Example of a semiconductor is silicon. How are semiconductors made? Semiconductors are made from materials that have free electrons in their structure that can move easily between atoms, which is the flow of electricity. We use an element called silicon, which can easily be found in sand, to make thin, round wafers, then build tiny circuits on it. The conductivity of a semiconductor can be changed through the change of temperature and doping. In semiconductors, an increase in temperature will also increase the electrical conductivity. While in metals, a change in temperature will decrease the electrical conductivity. Doping, on the other hand, is the process of adding impurities to semiconductors to alter their properties. Example, what if we dope silicon to phosphorus? Remind that silicon has 4 valence electrons and phosphorus has 5 valence electrons. Silicon is bonded with 4 other silicon atoms. In the bond of silicon, which looks like this, what if we change this with phosphorus? Each silicon atom uses 4 valence electrons to create 4 bonds. Phosphorus will do the same thing. It's going to use 4 with its 5 valence electrons to create 4 bonds with silicon. But as phosphorus has 5 valence electrons, it has 1 free electron, and that free electron is free to move to a conduction band, and this free electron increases the conductivity of the silicon. This is known as N-type semiconductor. This is one way to increase the conductivity of silicon by adding atoms with 5 valence electrons to create N-type semiconductor. What about adding an atom with less than 4 electrons like aluminum? Aluminum has 3 valence electrons. If we dope silicon to aluminum, notice that we have a missing electron, therefore a hole will be created. Our structure will look like this. If you add an atom with 3 valence electrons to a silicon, we're going to get a p-type semiconductor. P-type semiconductor conducts electricity better than silicon, so the conductivity goes up. For p-type semiconductor, the charge carriers are holes, so it's the movement of holes that is responsible for the conductivity of p-type semiconductor.